Hello, Connecticut fifth graders. My name is Miss Gorski, and I'm from the Connecticut Democracy Center. I'm coming to you live today from the Connecticut's Kid Governor office at the Connecticut's Old State House in Hartford. We are thrilled to have so many students from across the state tuning in for today's virtual election rally. This year, 2020, Connecticut's Kid Governor Myra Stanfield worked from this historic governor's office to spread awareness and to take action on her platform, standing up for animals in need. Myra was elected by fifth graders just like you last fall to make a difference in our state. Now it's your turn to use your voice and to make a choice for the student who you think should succeed Myra. You and thousands of other fifth graders will cast votes to elect the 2021 Connecticut's Kid Governor. There are 7 candidates on this year's statewide election ballot. Each candidate has identified an issue or problem that they've noticed in our state, researched that issue, created an action plan on how fifth graders can make a difference, and created a campaign video explaining their platform. The 7 candidates on the ballot this year are Claire, who's running on a platform about racism, Cora, who is running on a platform about climate change, Huda, who is running on a platform about body shaming, Maya Lee, who is running on a platform about racism, Nathan, who is running on a platform about racism, Reese, who is running on a platform about pandemic health, and Samir, who is running on a platform about college readiness. Throughout this live virtual rally, you will get the chance to hear from all 7 candidates by watching their campaign videos. After you hear from all the candidates, you'll be able to make an informed decision and cast your ballot in the statewide election. As you watch each candidate's video, it's important to ask yourself, does this candidate have the leadership qualities to be Connecticut's Kid Governor? Do I agree with the candidate's platform? Is the candidate's issue also important to me? Do I think the proposed plan will address the issue? Will it work? Will I want you to take part in the plan? Is the plan realistic? Does this sound like a candidate that will represent me well? Your teacher will give you campaign video evaluation forms with similar statements on them. The forms look like this. Or they may be in a Google form. At the end of each video that we will watch together today, you'll have 2 minutes to fill out each new form about that candidate. When completing a form, think carefully about each statement and decide on a scale of 1 to 5 how much you agree with it. At the end, total your points in the last box and use the final numbers from each sheet to rank the candidates. While you do not need to cast your vote based on who scored the highest number of points, you should use your scores to inform your decision. We're going to have a lot of fun watching these 7 campaign videos during this virtual election rally. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, we have Claire's campaign video on racism.
Hi, my name is Claire, and I want to be your next Connecticut Kid Governor. I'm running on a platform, Stronger Together, because I am passionate about racial equality and also have been stuck on the receiving end of racist acts and comments that really hurt. As a leader, I am intelligent, capable of motivating others to success, trustworthy, courageous, and will stand up for what I believe in.
Claire is kind, respectful to all, and stands up to racism.
Claire is compassionate and truly believes in helping others to make our world a better place.
Racism hurts us all. No one should suffer racism. Claire will help us all to speak up.
Claire will motivate all of us to make a difference among our communities and will help in making the lives of students happier and more enjoyable.
My platform of Stronger Together will promote anti-racism in our state. We all share 99.9% of our DNA, despite what racists can make it seem like. Not only does racism affect us mentally, it causes chronic stress, which can lead to inflammation inside the body. Racism is a matter of ignorance. Working to become anti-racist and promote racial equality will improve the lives of all 5th grade students in Connecticut. Racism affects 5th graders because it creates a prejudice against other races. I will promote the idea that celebrating our diversity makes us stronger and a more united community. My 3-point plan will educate students, reduce racism in our communities, and help us become stronger together. 1. I will create a series of mini lesson videos promoting anti-racism that can be used by all students, teachers, and families to educate ourselves and others and offer real-world strategies for promoting anti-racism in every community in Connecticut. 2. All 5th graders will participate in an anti-racist reading day and discussion each month. Students will read anti-racist books, track them, and discuss as a class. I will provide a list of excellent anti-racist books for classrooms and school libraries to create a display. 3. I will hold a short story writing competition that shares a positive anti-racism message based on the theme of Stronger Together. I will encourage all 5th graders to submit a story that shares their personal experiences, hopes, and dreams for anti-racism and racial equality in their community.
All students deserve to be treated with equal respect. With your help, we can all educate ourselves to learn more about equality, inclusion, diversity, and work towards celebrating our differences rather than being afraid of them. I hope you share my passion for anti-racism, believe in my leadership qualities, and are committed to giving me the honor to work with all of you as your next Connecticut Kid Governor.
We are stronger together.
Now that you've seen Claire's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of your Google form. If you have the printed form, write Claire's name and her platform of racism at the top. You now have 2 minutes to reflect on Claire's campaign video and fill in your evaluation form. Next, we have Cora's campaign video on climate change.
Hi, I'm Cora and I'll be your 2021's Kid Governor. The issues I've researched are climate change and environmental pollution. These things are important because it's taking lives of innocent animals all around our community. Just think of what we're doing to our future, because even if we stopped emitting greenhouse gases today, climate change and pollution would still go on for at least several more decades, if not centuries. So we have to take this opportunity to stop it while we can. The impact that this would make if we were to resolve the problem is there would be less pollution and waste put out into our community, and it would be a healthier state and environment for all of us. Together we can do big things. The issue of climate change and environmental pollution sometimes seem too big for one kid or one school to really have an impact, but together we can make a difference. Point 1, be the change. As Kid Governor, I would create a plan for environmental clubs or a green team in every elementary school across Connecticut. This green team would help lead environmental initiatives and events in the school. Point 2, 22 for the Earth and You. April 22nd is Earth Day, the one day per year we celebrate the Earth. But one day is not enough. As Kid Governor, we would celebrate the Earth every 22nd of every month. To do so, the green team at each school would organize a particular topic about the environment for each month. This way, it would not be one school working towards an idea. We can have all 1,208 elementary schools working together. Leave a room, leave it off. But what kind of events can be held on the 22nd? One example of an event is Leave a Room, Leave It Off, where the green team members encourage kids to turn lights off in order to reduce energy and pollution that leads to climate change. One student doing this on their own might not have a big impact, but if every student across Connecticut remembers to turn the light off, together it would make a big difference. As student governor, I would create an event for every 22nd of the month so that all our schools and green teams across Connecticut can work together to make a difference. Other possible monthly ideas could be composting, recycling, planting gardens, reusables, and even writing to your local politicians about environmental issues. I would like to be Connecticut's Kid Governor to help Connecticut's environment and contribute to my community. Leadership qualities I have are I've been in a program called Student Leadership, where I help out my school and raise awareness. I also have been on a soccer team, so I know the importance of working together. I hope you help the earth and cast your vote for Cora.
Now that you've seen Cora's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of your Google form. If you have the printed form, write Cora's name and her platform of climate change on top. Now you have 2 minutes to reflect on Cora's campaign video and fill in your evaluation form. Next, we have Huda's campaign on body shaming.
Hi, my name's Huda, and I want to be Connecticut Kid Governor because I want to stop body shaming by kids in Connecticut. Body shaming is when people make negative comments about other people's appearance. I want to help others feel like they are beautiful just the way they are. My leadership qualities and characteristics include that I am helpful because I help others when I need it the most. Also, I am brave because I'm not scared to stick up for others. I am also kind and friendly to everyone and want everyone to feel good about who they are. I want to change body shaming in our state because kids are making other kids feel like they are not good enough. As 5th graders, we can stop body shaming together by joining me and my Bitmoji classmate to learn the effects of body shaming, by reading books, playing video games, and to learn how body shaming affects children. 5th graders can log on my blog and share their experience so people can learn from each other and students don't feel alone. Also, 5th graders can make positive statement posters for the school's bathroom so students can always know they are beautiful and handsome just the way they are and don't have to change for other people. That's why you should all be aware of how body shaming can affect people's feelings. Vote Huda to stop body shaming.
Now that you've seen Huda's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of your Google form. If you have the printed form, write Huda's name and her platform of body shaming at the top. we have Maya Lee's campaign video on racism.
Do you care about racism and how it can affect people? Well, if you do, I am the kid governor for you.
What is your name?
My name is Maya Lee, and I want to be kid governor because it's not fair that people are being judged based on how they look, how they talk, or the color of their skin. I wanted to make a big difference on this, and now I can by becoming Connecticut's kid governor.
What is your hobby?
My hobbies include basketball, soccer, and dancing.
What are some of your leadership qualities for becoming Connecticut kid governor?
My most important leadership qualities are empathy, courage, compassion, and integrity, because I'm always thinking about others' feelings and how I can help them. I'm never afraid to leave my comfort zone to speak up for something that's wrong, and I will never judge anyone or anything. And I will always be truthful. I won't ever lie to anyone about anything.
What is your platform for kid governor?
I think everyone should have equal rights, and that color should not define them.
Can you please tell me more about that?
I think this is a worldwide common problem, and thousands of innocent people get hurt or even killed. I have a multicultural background. I have a lot of family members from a lot of different places, and a lot of them have experienced or seen racism. My mom was bullied as a kid because she was Hispanic but light-skinned. She was poked with umbrellas and rocks had been thrown at her, and it's extremely disappointing. It's not right to be disliked because you look different. You should feel good that you're different because nobody is the same. Everybody is different in their own way, and you can't change you. Also, it's not just Black people. There's Puerto Ricans, Asians, Indians, and more. So just remember, there's more racism in this state than you think. As fifth graders, I believe we can do this together by spreading the word about racism on social media, speaking to government officials on how they can help me stop racism, and starting small protests for whatever culture or color you would like. They shouldn't have to fight to live their life. They should be able to live in peace like everyone else.
I definitely agree with you because I want racism to stop too. So I definitely agree.
I agree too because I come from a multicultural family and they had to be afraid to walk the streets. So I want racism to stop. I agree.
If you agree with me, please vote for Maya Lee. Racism is a problem in our state, and I can't fix it alone. So join me, so we can end racism together, and everyone can have equal rights.
Vote for Maya Lee.
Now that you've seen Maya Lee's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of your Google form. If you have the printed form, write Maya Lee's name in her platform of racism on top. You now have 2 minutes to reflect on Maya Lee's campaign video and fill in your evaluation form. Next, we have Nathan's campaign video on racism.
Hello, my name is Nathan, and I want to be kid governor because it can get my speech out there. My leadership qualities are helping others, working together, and I draw in my free time. I want to change the way people think of others. Racism is not right. Just because we're not all the same does not mean we should be treated in a bad way. We should all treat people kindly. Did you know that millions of people were enslaved just because of the color of their skin? Millions of people died because of the color of their skin. Black Americans are more likely than white Americans to be arrested. Once arrested, they are more likely to be convicted and serve longer prison sentence. During 2015 and 16, Black students represented only 15% of the total U.S. enrollments, but made up 35% of students expelled. One way people around the CT can help to stop racism is by increasing awareness through ads and posters. Kids can do this in schools so everyone can learn and fight for what is right. Another way is to teach kids in schools how to accept differences in people and help kids see how even though people are different, we are still the same in many ways. Schools can teach the history behind racism and how it started. This is important because all kids need to know to be set for the real world. You can also help by telling your family members to see more of the similarities in people instead of the differences. Another good way is to start conversations about racism in our communities. Some conversation starters could be, when did racism start? Does it make sense? How can we fight for what is right? By fighting, I mean telling people what is right in a non-violent, non-aggressive way. My silence will not help me, your silence will not help you, Audra Lord said.
I think Nathan will be a good kid governor because Nathan is smart, kind, responsible, a great leader, and he cares about Black Lives Matter.
Nathan is a kid governor because he is confident in what he wants to do, and he believes he can change this issue in Connecticut.
Nathan will be a good leader because he's kind, thoughtful, and he helps people.
I also think Nathan will be a great kid governor because he is kind, respectful, and thoughtful of other people like him. In conclusion, people need to know that racism is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Being racist is not helping anyone or making you feel better. It makes the problem worse. So vote for Nathan to make a change.
Now that you've seen Nathan's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of the Google form. If you have the printed form, write Nathan's name and his platform of racism at the top. You now have 2 minutes to reflect on Nathan's campaign video and fill in your evaluation form. we're almost at the end. Next, we have Reese's campaign video on pandemic health.
Hi, 5th graders of Connecticut. My name is Reese, and I want to be your next kid governor. My platform is called Connecticut's Positive Pandemic. This year has been tough on all of us, and the worst thing about this pandemic is that it has negatively affected us in so many different ways. Did you know that over 61,000 people in Connecticut have been diagnosed with COVID? Did you know that over 4,500 people in Connecticut have lost their lives to COVID? If that's not hard enough, quarantine has taken its toll on many of us, sending some in a downward spiral of depression, anxiety, and fear of the unknown. Mental health is a real community issue, and I have a solution that will spread positivity throughout Connecticut. I have created the Community Crate. The Community Crate is a portable mask station with the rules: take a mask, leave a positive message. How many times have you come to school or hopped in the car with your parents and forgot your mask? How many times have you just needed some positive advice to cheer you up? A simple smile could really go a long way and make someone's day. My personal goal is to put a community crate at every police station and every firehouse in our state. I will make my own website which teaches the purpose of the community crate and how it has a positive influence on us. You can help by starting a committee to build a community crate for your school. Second, I will organize a virtual walk, run, or bike-thon for kids across Connecticut. You can get sponsored by friends, family, and even local small businesses to give you money for each mile you go. A newsletter will be on my website, showing how important it is that our schools have these supplies. This program is designed to get us outside, positive, and having fun. And finally, I am going to create care packages for the elderly in nursing homes around our state. The nursing homes have been closed for over 7 months. So follow me, and I am going to show you the only possible way that I can see my great-grandmother during these times. My great-grandma is 102 years old, but unfortunately, COVID has prevented me from seeing her. Together, we can create clubs at our schools. We can hold drives to collect books, socks, games, candy, and handwritten cards to brighten the days of our loved ones.
Reese is determined because she is willing to fight COVID.
Reese is trustworthy because we can count on her to do her best.
Reese is confident because we believe in her.
Reese is passionate because the world is suffering and we know she can help.
Reese is a leader because she is a junior board member on LEG's Everyday Angels Foundation.
Reese is also a STEPS leader at her school.
But most of all, I am honest, because you can trust me to make a true difference in our state. We can all be the best in different ways. We can all be more positive and confident. Will you help me, 5th graders of Connecticut? My name is Reese, and I want to be your next kid governor.
Now that you've seen Reese's video, take a new form or advance to the next page of your Google form. If you have the printed form, write Reese's name on top and her platform of pandemic health. You now have 2 minutes to reflect on Reese's campaign video and fill in your evaluation form. finally, we have Samir's campaign video on college readiness.
Hi, my name is Samir. I'm running for Connecticut Kid Governor because I want to help kids better prepare for college. In my community, 72% of students graduate from high school, but only 15% graduate from college. College is more important than ever because 2 out of 3 jobs require a college degree. Coming from Afghanistan, where I didn't have the books and supplies I needed to learn, I'm determined to get good education here and want the same for all the kids in the state. Whether I'm at school, with my classmates, or playing on a sports team, my leadership qualities are being kind, helpful, honest, team-oriented, and trustworthy. As part of my leadership as Kid Governor, the 3 goals I have to improve college readiness across Connecticut are: first, I want to create a college exploration program where middle school students can visit colleges along with different career paths offered. Second, I want to work with local companies to find sponsors for a college scholarship for a student who is in need of financial aid. Last, I want to build partnership with neighboring schools so that kids can have the chance to take a wider range of classes. I strongly believe this plan will provide students in Connecticut with more opportunities and better preparing them for college. Vote Samir for Kid Governor. Let's work together today for a better future tomorrow.
I think you should vote for Samir because he's honest. Even when he makes a mistake, he'll take ownership of it and make it right. And that's what a true leader needs to do.
I want Samir for Kid Governor because he is really team-oriented.
Samir will be a nice leader because Samir is kind and smart and responsible. And I remember when I needed help. Samir was my only friend when I needed him. So we should go for Samir. Go Samir.
Now that you've seen Samir's video, take a new form or advance to the last page of the Google form. If you have the printed form, write Samir's name and his platform of college readiness on top. You now have 2 minutes to reflect on Samir's campaign video and to fill in your evaluation form. Congratulations, you've watched and analyzed all 7 candidates' platforms. You're now an informed voter in the Connecticut's Kid Governor statewide election. The next step in this election process is voting for the candidate and platform that you support. Voting is an important civic responsibility and one that you should take seriously. This is a real election with real consequences. The students who win this election will serve as your kid governor for a full year. Take some time to review your completed forms and think carefully about the student you want to elect. Your vote matters. Your teacher will give you instructions on how your class is voting. Thousands of fifth graders will be voting in the Connecticut's Kid Governor statewide election November 2nd through November 10th. After the election, we will announce which student has won the election and will serve as the 2021 Connecticut's Kid Governor. The 6 runners-up will serve as members of the Kid Governor's cabinet. The Kid Governor program does not end after the election. The 2021 Kid Governor will take office in January, and they'll need your help to complete their platform. Ask your teacher for updates throughout the school year and how you and your classmates can support the Kid Governor's platform and make a difference in your own community. That concludes today's Student Choice, Student Voice Virtual Election Rally. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you know which candidate you want to vote for and are excited to make your voice heard. We'll be back later this month with the announcement of the winning candidate. Until then, I'm Miss Gorski from the Connecticut Democracy Center at Connecticut's Old State House. Thank you for watching and thank you for voting.